Russell, and I've got another presentation tip for you this week. This week's tip, look them in the eye. It's all about eye contact. What I want to talk about today is why it's really important. And so you can really focus on working on eye contact if you struggle with it. It's one of the most compelling things you can do in a presentation, but it's also one of the most difficult things for a lot of people because making good eye contact makes you vulnerable, right? So if you're in a room, especially a smaller group where you have less than 30 people, then you're going to want to look every single person in that room in the eye. But I just want you to understand the importance of that. You have about 2 seconds when you meet someone for the first time to really establish some rapport, and they're going to make up their minds about what they think about you in that 2 seconds. And I'm sure you've been there where you've met someone, you shake their hand, and they avoid your gaze. They look over here, or they look over, they don't want to look you in the eye. How do you feel about that person? Sometimes there's a little bit of trust issue, right? It's like, I don't know if I can trust this person. Why aren't they looking me in the eye? What are they hiding? That kind of thing. Not intentionally, and they're probably just shy and didn't mean anything, but subconsciously we have those feelings. So it's really important to establish a strong connection in the beginning. 2 seconds is all you have. It's the same thing when you've got a room full of people. You need to start making those connections early. And if you miss out on looking at certain people, they're going to feel kind of left out of that conversation. So connection is the first tip. The second piece of that is concentration. And I'm sure you've heard the advice, just look over the top of their heads, right? Yeah. Well, first of all, that looks terrible. And secondly, there's distractions in the room. If you're not looking at the people in the eye, you're looking at something else in the room, and that's going to distract you from your message. When you're looking at a person, it becomes a conversation. So you have multiple one-on-one conversations in a presentation is really all you're doing. And if you can shrink the room by using good eye contact, then you're less likely to be distracted by other stuff around the room and be able to focus more on your message and making that presentation really conversational. So keep that in mind. Next time you have a presentation and it's difficult to make eye contact, make sure you're making a connection with everybody in the room, and that will help your focus and your concentration as well as help you build a connection. All right, we're going to have a couple more tips around eye contact over the next few weeks. In the meantime, look them in the eye and go crush your next presentation.